Hey guys, we are live. Meet the shoe here. Today we have a lot of discussions to talk about, but right now we're gonna talk about Twitch. RIP to Stephan, Twitch boss. He committed suicide, and it's very unfortunate because he was always known as the person that was the light of the party. He walked in and was just glowing, happy. He just had that persona, that
Mhm.
aura that was uplifting to everybody, and it's really sad. I'm like, wow, why did he do that? Why did he check out like this? You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
24 hours before they're showing that he posted a video of him dancing, so he didn't look like it was a problem at all.
Right. So his wife was
And
dancing.
yep, it was a video of him dancing, and then his wife came in like she does, and she started dance. She pulled them away, and then the
Mhm.
kids are there. The kids are
Oh,
right in front of him.
and how many children does he have? He has
It
three,
looks
right?
like he has three kids, two little ones, and an older daughter.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, a son, and a daughter. They look to be under five or around five, maybe, and then looks like a teen, young adult, like
Mm,
you
mm,
know.
mm, mm.
Um, it's statistic wise, I say a lot of men, not just black men, a lot of men contemplate suicide at least twice in their life.
Really?
Usually, especially police officers.
Okay. Because of the high risk job they have,
Yeah,
things is going this.
usually men that have very high risk jobs
Mm-hmm.
contemplate suicide at least twice in their life.
Hi, Jeff. Mm-hmm.
Hey Jeff,
One of our
and it's because the stress of satisfying somebody else.
yeah,
So he looked like he wasn't under no type of depression, but he was
right,
silently depressed. Even if checking on somebody, if you got the thought in your mind that you want to commit suicide, you're going to do it. It doesn't have anything to do with you checking on nobody, you making nobody feel better. It's an internal thing.
yeah,
That's just like they say self love. If you don't love yourself, nobody else will.
yeah, yeah,
That's a fact because I can't convince you how important you are to you. I can only
right,
convince you how important you are to me.
right.
That could slow down the process of
Hmm.
you not wanting to kill yourself, but that's never gonna be. They're gonna think, oh, I'm not gonna blow the trigger because my kid, like the kids were right there.
Right,
The kids were right in front of them. You have three kids and you have a wife. Us on the outside, we're looking like you got the perfect life. You know,
right,
you were blew up from off of Ellen, the generous show. Everybody knows you from the dance show and
right.
from Ellen,
So
right?
you think you can dance? Yeah.
Yeah, you
It,
you you make your way through life as a celebrity. That doesn't mean that you don't have the same
problems
problems that
everybody
we
else
have.
have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. I know Ellen, before her show ended, she made a tribute,
Yep.
and it was dedicated to him.
Yeah.
And she just showed how much she loved him, how she felt when he, they came, he came into her life. She, they were happy. They love each other. They were good friends, and how he changed her way of thinking and stuff like that. And it's so sad that, I'm wondering, is it because, being on a show like that with Ellen and other interviewing other people, say that's what they've been doing for so many years for the show to end this year, sometime. It's
Right.
it's kind of a change of atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he had any other jobs major like that after that, but it was a shift in his life that, I'm used to going to a set, which he ended up climbing the ladder to be a co-producer, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like one day you up here, you're cheerful, you have a job, you're something going somewhere every day, and then the next minute your whole life changed because the show is shut down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not
I
sure.
think looking at, like I said, us looking on the outside, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Us looking into the life of him having the kids and the wife and the, he just had a big, his career was really huge, and the shift, right? He
Mm-hmm.
probably didn't know. Apparently, he might not have known what he should do next. Money is slim,
Right.
you know, assuming his wife had
Assuming.
money as well, though.
Oh, what did
She
she
made
do?
a
I'm not sure.
she danced and stuff, and
She looks like a good dancer too.
they didn't say yes, they didn't say what her career was, but I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
she helped his career as well.
Right.
So I don't think that every time a person is the committing suicide isn't always around finance. Majority of
Right.
the time, finance has a lot to do with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, major. Uh, I know that a major thing about people when they commit suicide, it always has to do with acceptance, mental, right?
Mm-hmm.
What
Mm-hmm.
mentally is going on inside of their head that's allowing them to even consider the suicide?
Yeah, because it seemed like his suicide was a silent one as well. Because a lot of people they might end up leaving a note, or some people might say they're gonna do it and don't do it, or later on do it. They'll say gonna kill. I feel like killing myself, or say something to that close to that narrative where you'll be like, oh, don't say that. You try and stop them. His was silent. Sometimes you don't know the behaviors before someone does that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of people, they put out notes or say something on just little stuff they might do on social media, and then you're like, oh, something's going on with this person. You know what I'm saying? They're being negative, they're saying off the wall stuff. You know, we haven't even seen any of that in him. So I don't know.
She said that he left his house. She ran to the on yesterday. She
Mm-hmm.
ran to the LAPD station.
Mm-hmm.
Said that he left home without his car, which she said wasn't like him.
Really?
A short time later, police got a call for a shooting at a Los Angeles hotel, which is where they found Stephan dead from apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Yeah,
Oh,
said Boss had been a beloved public figure for more than a decade now, getting his break in 2008 from So I Think You Can Dance.
wow.
Also went on to acting, including roles in Magic Mike, Double XL.
Mm-hmm.
It's safe to say most fans knew Stephan from his DJing gig on Ellen DeGeneres, which he started in 2014. He was with her until 2022, began and made executive producer on the show in 2020, like you said. So, um, a lot of people was, saying rest in peace to him. Like this was a shock. Nobody is seeming to know why.
He talked about 24 hours before his death on social media.
Mhm.
He talked about uh, police shooting black people and
Right.
getting away with it, such as the guy from Wisconsin. What was his name? Jacob, or was it?
Okay. He's talking about the people that haven't got justice behind
They
being
have not
shot from
gotten
the
justice.
police.
Breonna Taylor and such, people like that. And he said people were getting in his inbox saying, "Don't. Why we got to talk about that? Why you got to talk about that, Twitch? And it's not like that. And what about finding justice for a little boy that got killed?" And he's like, "Yes, I feel bad. This young kid got killed, but they found who they arrested who did this. But we're talking
Okay.
about the unjust police acts,
Mhm.
and he was just going on and on about that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I'm not sure if I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like he has um a daughter that was older, like I said, and then two kids. The one looks like about 4, and then
Mm,
the daughter looks like around 4 or 5, and the son looks about 6 or 7, and they have been together for 9 years,
mm-hmm.
and they were just celebrating their anniversary.
Yeah, yeah,
So no one
yeah.
is. He went to the hotel to kill himself.
Wow. God rest his soul.
Yeah, I don't understand. How he would have thought to like leave his kids like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When people kill themselves and they have somebody that's dependent on them afterwards, even the consideration of killing yourself, and you have people that you have to look after, that's a selfish thought.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
But to even just go forward with it,
Right.
there has to be some type of mental.
Health.
I don't. Yeah, a mental health issue. Definitely, but something happened for it to
Yeah.
trigger right then.
Right.
I don't know what it is.
Mhm.
Probably, his wife may not never know.
Right.
They're not saying that they didn't say in the article that there was a suicide note left.
Mm.
But yeah,
Wow. Okay.
definitely. Mental health in the Black community. It's even higher now just because of after COVID,
Yeah.
how everybody's acting,
Yeah.
afterwards, and then just mental health as a whole in the United States, just alone. I'm
Mhm.
not even gonna talk about outside the United States because I never lived over there, but in the United States, they're making it only more aware because of the acts that are happening. If
Yeah.
people weren't getting killed, if
Yeah.
there were more people committing suicide than more people getting randomly shot,
Right.
I don't think that it would even be as big of an issue. It'd just be news like it is right now.
Right. But I think it's more news because of social media, people talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it and
yeah.
not afraid to talk about it.
There's no prevention when I'm looking up, like, how do you detect it?
Mhm.
There's no detection.
No.
Somebody could just bust out and say something crazy, say something disturbing that would make you think, now why did they say that or why did they do that? It might make you think that,
Right.
but there's no detection of it.
Mm-mm.
It's
No.
always good to talk to somebody that you don't know, though.
Yes. Yes.
Even if it's not even when it's not like a professional, right? If
Mhm.
you have somebody that you sit down and you could talk to, whether it could be somebody at your, college,
Mhm.
a co-worker. A lot of people don't like to tell their business to people in the, work system, right?
Mhm. Right.
Because they don't want it thrown back up in their face.
And be judged. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A lot
That's
of
one thing I like about doing hair, you know what I'm saying? We're able to talk about issues, things that's going on, me one on one with my clients or whatever. And they'll never hear it twice. So I don't go around talking nobody's business.
Mhm.
So it's always warming to help somebody, saying, oh, you shouldn't think like that, and bring back positive affirmations into their life. And they be like,
Have you ever had a situation where you had a client that came to get their hair done or hair cut and then they went and they killed themselves or
no, but
tried to?
I've had, yeah, I had one that did try to. She was a cutter,
Uh-huh.
and we would talk all the time. 'Cause she would come every month, and we would
Mhm.
talk all the time. And she's older now, so it's like she's happier, you know, and she's more in tune with in her life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she grew up
What did she do?
in a one parent home. She was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
she now
I'm saying you said she was more in tune. What is it that she does now?
she was confused. A lot of people. I really don't want to say because I hope nobody she's watching it or nothing like that. But
Mhm.
I think she was more confused because she was mixed and
Uh-huh.
never really knew this other black side of her family
Okay.
and raised by her mother. And her mother was a good mother. She provided for her, but it's certain things she really wanted to know as being a black woman.
Okay.
We would talk about it, talk about different issues, different stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, oh my
She
God.
didn't know any side of her
I mean,
like cousins
a
or
little bit, but
family.
not enough. Like, as far as a female, the male, he's a male, so what can she learn really too much from a father? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She really wanted, I think I was more like a motherly figure because I'm older than her, and
Mhm.
all my kids are older. So
Mhm.
she asked certain things, and I'm like, oh yeah, do this, do that. She'll come back, I got it now. You know what I'm saying? So it was like
Mhm.
it was. sweet to me because she was so young at the time.
Mhm.
Now she's an adult and she's like, hey, and she's in college and she's doing really good. So she's not doing the self-inflicted
Oh,
stuff
she's
for
not
herself.
cutting anymore.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Did she ever say like did that come from somebody that she saw doing that? Was that a form of hurting herself
No,
because
I
it
think
was
she thought
taught
she
or
wasn't pretty enough or something.
oh wow. Okay.
Um, her hair was different than her mother's.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so she didn't know how to do her hair or anything, huh?
right,
Okay.
so
So
now
did her mom ever
she's
take her, bring her to the shop as a kid, or she had to figure
yeah,
that out on her own?
she brings yep, she was coming to the salon getting her hair done.
Okay. All right.
Hmm. Yep. Now
Well, I mean, well, you
she
help
loves her
somebody.
curly hair. She don't want to straighten it too much anymore. She loves her curly hair. So she's
Right.
embraced all of that about herself. You know what
That's
I'm
a
saying?
good
And it
thing.
feels so good. I'm like, when I think about it, I'm like, oh, now I need to call and see how she's doing.
Right. Yep. Definitely.
Uh-huh.
Definitely.
Yes. What is
So
Jeff saying?
switching gears, but in our community, we feel as though it's hard to trust people and confide in. Very
It
true.
is. It's true.
Very true. The reason why, Jeff, I feel like people are not eager to confide into other people is because as soon as you say it, it's going out their mouth to somebody else's ear.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you're and the fact that you even have to worry about being judged is what is always the problem. That's the prevention from everybody not dealing with what's demons,
Right.
problems, everything that goes on inside because you don't want to be judged, right?
Right. But you know what? That's when you get a little older and more seasoned in life,
Mm,
you start don't even care what people think about you. Like
right,
I used to always be like, oh my hi, and be like, oh, they know I've been to jail, they know this and that about me. I don't care anymore.
right,
I
right,
did that. I
right,
did this. I was wrong.
right,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not scared to even share my story no more because
right,
everybody's going through some part of anything I went through,
right,
sexual abuse, all that. They know
right.
everybody's been through something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not
Mhm,
afraid to tell my story. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So I can tell it better than you can.
right.
So you go
Well,
talk about me
it
all you
sounds
want.
better coming out of your mouth than
Yes.
mine,
So
right? Because
we
it's
need
your
to
story.
stop being afraid of talking, you know what I'm saying, of telling our story, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, because it can help somebody else.
Right. It definitely can prevent somebody from thinking they was gonna take it all. I'm just gonna
Hmm.
throw it all in. I just gotta quit.
Right.
That we definitely got plenty of stories that'll prevent you from giving up. You know.
Right. Exactly.
Well, switching gears, here comes the juice. So today, Kylie Harris.
Kaya Kelsey.
Kelsey. Okay.
Kelsey.
I
Yes.
thought it was I'm thinking Kylie because that's who they brought up in
Yes,
the
they brought up
prior, right?
Kylie Jenner being in the
Yeah, they
hot
brought up
tub with
Kylie
him.
Jenner because she had the party. This is where it all started from. So
Yes.
this is Meg the Stallion and Tory Lanez, right?
Hmm.
What got a little confusing to me was that everybody all this time thought that he shot her because that's what she said.
Right.
Well, Kelsey said Megan lied. Megan said she plead the fifth. She said she felt like killing herself.
What? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So um here's a scenario of it. Tori was supposedly messing with Kelsey.
Before.
First,
Yep.
Meg Dirty Mac Kelsey.
hmm That's not the only time it happened though. She's done it before 2 or 3 times to Kelsey.
Meg been telling people that Kelsey was cutthroat. She wasn't a friend. She wasn't to be trusted. She was a backstabber. So imagine that. Imagine your friend that you have before the industry,
Right.
right? This is your dog. You let the industry take you down to where you start being dirty,
And lying.
and then they believe you because you're the artist.
Mm.
You're the big star. I'm just here to help you keep your mental health together, keep you
Right,
humble, keep you at your humble beginning so you don't slip and get caught up in the industry like you did.
right.
So when she went to Kylie Jenner's party, Tori was trying to mess with everybody.
Mm,
Well, if Kelsey wasn't tripping, why did you all of a sudden start tripping?
right,
So what happened was they left and Meg was in the car rambling about Tori. She said we needed to go. He didn't want to leave the party.
right. He
She
didn't.
said for some reason she made it to where they had to turn around and go back to the party. She talking about she left her slipper.
So they had already left, and Tori was still there with
Kylie.
Kylie.
Yeah. And so when they went back, she convinced them in to get in the car with them.
Mm.
And that's when all hell broke loose. And so Meg made it like it was her and Tori arguing.
Okay.
But that wasn't it. It was Tori and Kelsey arguing
Oh.
about him. He was
Oh.
in the argument, but I'm saying that's how it initiated was about, what you tripping about this fool for. So she got to talking, clowning him, talking about his music was trash and he was trash and, she do better than him. And she,
Right.
that ego stuff, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that's how the argument just boiled over the
Escalated.
top. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not sure how the police was called and why
Mm.
the police came. And, it was a fight.
Was
It was a
she
fight in the,
actually shot in the foot?
they're saying no. The girl said no. From my understanding, she had these ballerina slippers on, some type of, like little baby shoes. You know how we wear shoes that be like, I'm not going to say cheap,
Stop.
but I'm going to say because, they could have been cheap.
She said
Hell, just
ballerina
because she a
shoes.
celebrity, that don't mean she don't wear little slides
Right.
and stuff because we
Okay.
all, especially in the summertime, we always do.
You want to be
So
comfortable.
whatever type of cheap shoe she had on,
Mm-hmm.
she got to walking on the ground and had glass up in her feet. So it wasn't, that was when the police was like, especially in California, like when they don't know if you got a gun or whatever. So when they
Right.
pull folks over that's black or whatever, I guess they, make them get out the car. You see her with her hands up like this, you know what I'm saying? And whatever they say was glass.
So she did not have any bullet holes in her feet, like she was trying to say. And this is ugly. This is
Yeah,
ugly. But
very.
she cut her. She technically probably cut her feet on glass.
I don't know. I can't even make a lie in
This
with
is
her.
weird.
I
Why
can't
go
even
to
make a
why go?
lie in with her because from what social media is saying that she's a big fucking liar.
Wow.
They don't understand why she the man right here, he said that everybody was shocked. They was all frozen. Listen to this story. They said Megan pled the fifth, so she don't have to say nothing.
But
She's
you the one.
invoking her Fifth Amendment right.
But you the one press charges. You don't want to try to get this man deported.
They don't want to give any testimony that's incriminating herself, so she's a plead the fifth. Everybody, the whole courtroom was silent.
Wow. Wow.
The government offered her immunity. Well, they could do that to her because he's a man and then he's from Canada. He's not U.S. citizen.
Right.
But from the sounds of it, they can't invoke his rights to being over here because he didn't. It don't look good in her favor.
No, it doesn't. Wow. 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 Why was she? I don't get it. Is it you that hurt?
Yeah, they said they won't be charging Kelsey for nothing.
Oh, good. Okay.
Because she said that Kelsey shot her. She didn't know if Kelsey shot her or if he shot her.
but you never been shot. You don't have no bullet. What the medical records would show, there's no bullet. It'll show in and out of a bullet.
Oh, they asked her, did 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 Tory ever say that he's gonna shoot you? She said, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. What? Why you can't answer that if he said that or not?
Oh no, he said, I thought Kelsey pled the fifth, not
No,
Megan.
no, Megan did.
You sure?
When they asked her the question, that's what it's
Oh,
saying
that
right here.
question. Mm-mm.
And yeah, he's right. They said that they said he said she asked to plead the fifth too, Kelsey. So both of them is saying that. Somebody's lying.
Nobody's lying. What is this for? A publicity stunt to get your records high? I don't know what. But that's scary to play the police to court game.
Yeah.
With somebody's life. That's too much.
They said that she got immunity. So if it's from the sounds of it, if it's Kelsey shot Meg or is it Tory that shot her?
But they saying her feet wasn't. She don't have. Did they
they're,
say she had
saying
bullet
that,
hole?
they're saying that the doctor didn't say that she had bullet holes, and they did not say that.
Because the doctor, that would show the doctor, anything the doctor says, that would trump it all. If the doctor says bullet holes in her feet, there's bullet holes in her feet. The doctor said no, it's no bullet holes, there's nothing going on.
Yeah.
And the whole case had to be thrown out.
I don't know. I just know that they're saying that there's another clipping saying that that Megan lied and Kelsey proved it. Prosecutor asked Kelsey how she feels about the story on social media that she shot Meg, and Kelsey replied, "It's ridiculous. Anyone would think I shot Meg." Kelsey said Meg and her met Tory at a Rock Nations brunch. She says that she told her to pursue Tory Lanez. She told Meg to. Kelsey says she pushed more than a friendship with Tory and began an intimate relationship with Tory after Meg encouraged her to do so. However, when she caught COVID, she had to go back home to Texas for 2 months. While she was gone, Meg began sleeping with Tory.
Oh, wow.
So when she came back to Cali, is when she must have found out.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I was hearing that the prosecution was saying that she slept with the baby and all these people behind.
Well, she said that she slept. She said it was her business.
I guess.
They said that she got an obsession with Kelsey. I want to know if they've ever been intimate, because something about wanting to sleep with everyone behind Kelsey is not psychologically right. That's true.
Right. It's not. No, that's weird. Unless they all had threesomes.
And how do you know? And how do you not know if you shot her, or if he shot her?
You can't be that drunk.
Why are you pleading drunk? Why y'all both saying plead the fifth? Why y'all both acting like you don't want to answer no questions? You're in court.
Right.
You knew all this stuff was going to come up.
Yeah, you did. What, they thought he's going to plead guilty?
I mean, he's not going to plead guilty ever, because he knows for a fact he's going to always have to be in the United States in order for him to eat. His table is in the United States. Yeah, Canada supports him, but the United States is what got him hot and keeps him going. So if this is where his table is at, he gonna come and sit down and eat over here at especially California, especially Cali. I believe he got a house or something there.
Yeah.
They always operate out of California and Miami.
Right.
So if I can't do that, you think even if he did do something,
right,
he's gonna go to trial.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, what does he have to
Why not?
admit it for? He don't have to admit that.
Right. You're right.
He's
Right.
going right to court, just like they did. Make y'all all look like fools, because that's what now your laundry is out.
So when you think this gonna wrap up? Probably a couple days, sometime this week.
Probably by Friday. It's Wednesday.
Yeah,
It'll be done by Friday.
it should be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come
Well,
back on Friday on our
talk about
5 minute Friday and talk about it, because I know it's about to blow. Tomorrow, court.
it. It's gonna be all and popping,
Yeah.
girl. Well, switching gears,
Mm-hmm.
a Florida officer, she does a traffic stop,
Okay.
and a young lady has fentanyl in the car.
Okay. And where was it?
This was in Florida. It must have been in
No,
the
no.
front
Where was
seat.
it in the where? How'd she catch
It
the
must have been in
fentanyl?
the front seat or something. I don't know why she ended up searching the car. I guess
Mm-hmm.
the girl was probably acting weird, and you know what I'm saying, probably was high.
Okay.
So, or maybe it was in her pocket. I didn't get to that point. But anyway, she was putting the drugs up and trying to secure it so she'd take it to evidence. When she
Okay.
was doing that, she started feeling funny,
Okay.
where she passed out. The fentanyl was so strong through the bag, she had exposure. Where another cop had to give her a um, what's that shot called?
I gave the officer.
Another officer gave her Narcan.
Oh wow, and that calmed her down.
Yeah, but she looked like she was like laying down. The officer was laying down on the ground, like faint. Her eyes were just big and just breathing, shallow breathing. It
Right.
looked horrible. And I'm like, that drug is that strong. You know what I'm saying?
You know what is scary about what you just said? We have the issues with the police and everything, but one thing about the police, we need the police.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to live in a world without the police, right?
Right.
The scary part about it is that what are we doing with the going forward in the future? You hear constantly about how they're putting these napkins with
Oh,
on around your
the
steering
car.
wheel. They're
Mhm.
putting it on, I mean, excuse me, steering wheel,
On your
around your
car
door
door,
handle, right?
door
Around,
handles, and pumps, gas
right,
pumps.
on the pumps,
Hmm.
right? They're also putting it on the windshield
Yeah,
because you
so you
gotta
can move it.
drive,
Hmm.
right? There needs to be, they need to start installing at the gas stations, or in the malls, anytime that they see a suspected person going up to or walking around, it needs to be a loud noise.
Yes, okay, like ding, ding, ding.
From that bonk that just
Right, get him every time, get him every time.
scare the
Yeah,
mess
because
out of them, right?
these
Dirty
people,
dogs. Like, why would you, why?
because they want to traffic folks. That's what they've
I
been
know. I
doing.
mean, not just the trafficking. It's like
Sex.
that's a scary thing for police to have to go up to. They're already fragile in the beginning to walk up to the car to
Yeah,
ask, the person, you got your license, registration, and all of that, and then to have to worry about somebody poisoning them as they're
yeah,
approaching.
yeah.
I'm just trying to do my job.
Right.
Majority of them is just trying to do their job.
Yeah.
So when I go up to the car to give you a violation or to talk to you about whatever
Right.
crime you may have committed, I
And here
gotta
you
not only
go.
worry about you shoot me, now I gotta worry about you gonna throw
Drug.
some on me, you gonna
Yeah.
spray me. Like, it's just so many things that
It's a lot
I
of stuff
couldn't do
going
that
on.
job.
Yeah, that job. So the officer, she is she says she is thankful to be alive after coming in contact with a super powerful and many times fatal synthetic opioid.
Right, right,
I don't know. I think I will quit after that.
right.
I will be
I
done.
would have been done with the
Look,
job.
I
No,
take
no
front desk
community.
work.
Bye, community. See
Look,
you
I'm
later.
like, I take front desk, back desk, somebody's
Yes,
desk work.
right. Yeah,
I ain't
it's
beating
a
the streets
wrap.
no more. Mm-mm.
Yeah, because
Mm.
the thing too is she didn't know. I'm sure she didn't know that it was no drug. I mean, but they're supposed to put gloves on. even with putting the gloves on, it was that strong that it went through.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Mm. All
It's
right. Well,
crazy.
thank God that she's okay.
Yes, yes, yes. And
Well,
we
y'all,
want to
thank
thank you
you
guys for
for tuning in.
listening. And we are sponsored by Cashmere Lux hair products. You can order your growth products at www.cashmereluxhairsalon. We're going to have another sale, so please stay tuned. Then you can get your body butter, which it helps my feet and my dryness
You always say.
all the time. Look, I'm telling you, it's winter time. You need that body butter on the feet. You don't want to have
Hey,
no
you
cracked up
sure
feet. I'm
do.
telling you, girl. So you go to lenabeansbodybutterplus.com.
Uh-huh. Mm.
Waist trainers and activewear.
Yes.
Let's get back. Let's get physical, y'all. Look,
Yes. For the 2023, huh?
yes, yes, for 2023. Yes,
Wrap
yes.
yourself up before the BBLs, huh?
Right. Yes. Train your bodies, baby. Train your bodies.
Right.
Thank you guys for listening to us. You have
See
a
you
great
Friday.
night. Bye bye.